at our wonderful little beer palace on the Hillsborough River outside the edge of downtown Tampa in Tampa Heights.
We are going to sample some of the beer with the man who is responsible for all of the magic. It is awesome. To learn the stories behind the beer, I think it makes it taste even better.
They taste even better knowing why they came about.
Well, yeah, there's, a lot of times people are like, I'm gonna come up with a beer and we're gonna make an IPA, just because they're like, what kind of beer do you want to make? I'm of the mindset like this is a living community. I listen to and engage with the patrons, and it's important to hear what they want. For instance, our first beer that we're going to try is called Hydration Station Lager. This is a product of an immediate need. So what happened was we have a lot of patrons who exercise on the Riverwalk, and they're coming off the Riverwalk.
That's for you.
And they're asking for a specific beer, of whose name I won't give, but suffice to say it's 93 calories a serving. It's a wonderful beer. But I thought to myself, why am I selling so much of this other person's beer when I could sell some of our own? So I designed a Mexican-style light lager. It's called Hydration Station. It's just above 3% alcohol. It's very, very light, delicate, like a biscuity finish at the end. Nuttiness, almost nuttiness.
Yeah.
Now that is one of our best-selling beers. People come in, and of course, you can get a pint of it for less than $5, which I think is a good value.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
And it's a great beer to sip, especially when it's 90 degrees outside.
I know, and in the summer right now, it's where we are.
Our boss, our crew up at our corporate office decided that Hydration Station Lager would be a good name because we're major sponsors over there at the Gasparilla Distance Classic, and we show up with a bunch of kegs of it. And,
which we ran this year.
We ran it this year. We love it.
I love doing that every year. A river of beer flows into the masses. It's a beautiful day.
Yes. It's a great race, and we got to have this next year when we run that. Definitely.
Something up a little bit more firm is a German-American Pilsner. And we call this one Ulele Light.
Okay.
Ulele
Light.
Technically, it's a German-American style Pilsner. Noble hops, German malt, Weihenstephaner yeasts, cold stage fermentation and cold storage. So it's floral, it's spicy, it's a little bit more bitter than the Hydration Station. This is our best-selling beer.
Is it?
Yeah.
The light lager.
Yeah.
And I love the picture on the tap handle.
Well, yeah, it's the princess.
It's the princess.
She's a dominating force. I mean, it's pretty cool to walk out there and see her.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure it gives you a lot of inspiration.
Wedding beer.
Oh.
Wedding beer is a mixed berry fruit lager. Unfiltered golden lager goes into a 15-barrel single-walled vessel in the cold room, and I mix in the fruit. It's a blend of different fruits,
Proprietary blend that we won't ask you for.
No,
Yes.
of course we're not getting that.
You could tell us, but
No.
you'd have to kill us.
No
Yeah, that kind of
secret.
thing, yeah.
No
But
secret.
It's not tart. It's not sour. It's more beer than it is fruit, but it's got the fruit. The fruit is there. And
you can smell it.
adds as a counterpoint to the whole affair. And it works. This is one of my very favorite beers of all the beers that I make, because it represents everything that Ulele is. When we put the beer on the table, I don't think, is this the defining engagement that the patron has, drinking my beer at the table? No, absolutely not. And that's what I think separates us from everybody else, is I have a wonderful chef, Chef Keith Williamson, just a fantastic chef. And we work together daily. We're always talking what's coming off the boats fresh, what's growing out in that they're harvesting out in the local fields.
Right.
We're building a menu.
Right.
And then we could build a beer menu. to work with that. So it becomes a part of the whole of the whole table.
Yeah.
And if I had to describe my perfect beer at Ulele, it would be one that sits in front of you and brings everything closer to you. So that's what I believe beer should be.
Brings everything together.
It's a culture, it's an environment. It's not just the beer. It's the Charbroiled Oysters, it's the Alligator Hush Puppies, the okra fries, all that stuff. Coming together at the table, and all of a sudden, what you're doing is you're in a situation where you're saying, oh, this is also delicious, but you want to bring it closer to you, right? Right?
Yeah. I just think that all you've shared with us and the history behind the beer and your passion for it, it's amazing. It is amazing. And the collaboration that you have with your head chef,
Yeah.
I can't tell you how wonderful this little tour has been. And it shows in the beer, and I cannot tell you, all of the people who watch the Run, Eat, Drink podcast, if you are in the Tampa area, for Gasparilla, for whatever race or run that you come do, you should come to Ulele. You should have a tour of the brewery, but you should taste the beer, and you'll get an experience of the history, the community, and the teamwork that goes into this beer and into the fabulous meals that we've had today. So thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to chat with you.
Really.
If you could suffer through the horrendous 92-degree heat